This is in continuation to the first video of essay writing on different types of questions. So the standard vocabulary we can use, and very smoothly, like a smooth cakewalk, we can write a 250 or 300 words essay and again get a very, very beautiful score. Hope you have watched the first video. Now this is part 2. The balance questions from the question 4 we will discuss, and as always it will be the same pattern, the same set of words. Okay, fine. So here we go to question number 4. Right. So here we are on question number 4, and understand the pattern and the words for question number 4. Okay, as always, understand the topic. So it is today more people are overweight than ever before. So it is speaking about the obesity. In the past, there were people who were very energetic, but now they are fat, 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 fat. So how are they? They are obese. Now, what is the question asking? It says, what in your opinion? That means, what according to you are the primary causes of this? There are many causes, but according to you, what are the main ones? What are the most important ones? Okay, what are the reasons behind people becoming so obese these days? Right. Now, the second question says, what are the main effects of this epidemic? Effects are the outcomes. It is not affect, it is effect. Effects are the outcomes, effects are the results, effects are the consequences. Hope you are all sitting with your notes and writing down everything. Okay, now, as always, the introduction paragraph, the first blank, you can see the left alignment, and this is how you write also. You don't give space. I have just said in part 1 video also. So you start from the left alignment, you paraphrase the question or you copy the question as it is. And now the continuation is here. Here is a very good word which means now. It is not here like yahan par, in this place. It is like in this scenario. So a very good word. And how simple and easy to remember also, right? So it is here following a comma. We discuss again. Now you also will sing the same song. It is not we are discussing, it is not we will discuss, it is only we will discuss. Okay. The causes of what? Obesity. The causes of being overweight now. That is how you paraphrase the word here. Or you write this phenomenon. Keep it simple. Don't worry. Even that gives marks. This is a reference pronoun, so that will give marks. Phenomenon is a very good word. Hope you learn the spelling. Okay, don't use the word scenario, bad English. Ta, 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 no. Similarly, don't say in this situation, no, bad English again. Cut, cut, cut. Okay. Now continuing, and the effects, plural and the article here. So the effect it creates, very good. Don't say the word it gives. So it creates on individuals and society. Whenever you write, there should be a lot of clarity. You should accumulate everyone. Sabko bulao. So it is individual and society. Right. Now the body paragraph 1, which speaks about the causes. Again the same format. Among the main causes, when you're writing the advantages, you write among the key advantages, among the prime advantages, okay, among the prominent advantages. Now you are having your own words also. Right. So it is among the main causes, comma, the most common one is, please remember the 4 words here. The most common one is. You can change the word common into significant, remarkable, notable. I repeat again. Significant, notable, remarkable. Okay. Is. And you explain what is the cause one. Okay, this happens because this is a problem. So the problem happens, the problem occurs. So these are the good collocations. The problem is because of, fine, but thoda high end. So it is this happens because, or this occurs because, right? And you give the explanation. Continuing the paragraph, another significant causes. Now, in case if you have used the word significant in the place comma here, please change the word here. So it is another significant causes and you come up with cause 2. Now continuation with explanation with a phrase like as it leads to. Remember the words as it leads to. Explain the situation. Okay. For example, and you continue the paragraph. Okay. Now, body paragraph 2, which speaks about the effects. Now, what is the meaning of effects? Yes. Let's sing the song together. It is causes. No. The effects are results, outcomes, and consequences. Let's be together again. The effects are results, outcomes, and consequences. Right. Now, again, coherence is very important. Connecting from the above paragraph and then proceeding to the next paragraph is important. So here we go. Because of, it is not only the word because, children. There are different conjunctions. One is because of, and the other one is because of which or because of that. Too much of English, right? Yes. Okay, back to the context. It is because of, or you write owing to. It is TO2. It is not TOO2. And the space between the words. Okay, owing to these causes. Why these? Because we have mentioned two causes here. So these causes, comma, one major effect. Now I can substitute the word. I have understood the words here. Effect is result, effect is outcome, effect is consequence. Right. So one major consequence is so and so. You come up with your own point here. This is due to, this is owing to, this is because of, this is as. Okay. And you explain the word here. Another significant, or you change it like notable effect is, you come up with effect 2, which affects. See the spelling. Here it is E, here it is A. Affect is having something inside. Effect is coming out. So E is out, A is inside. You can remember like that. Some tips and tricks we will use to remember our English language. Okay, which affects so and so. For example, and you give some fake example here. Okay, now the conclusion, as I said, within 1.5 minute and with 1 minute, not within 1 minute also. So with 1 minute, we should complete the conclusion. Okay, so here we are with the paragraph. In conclusion, always stick to this. All my 10 essays have the same word, in conclusion. That's all. Following a cause. The causes of this phenomenon. If it is hard to you, go with the word this phenomenon or paraphrase the topic or copy the topic. 3 things. Use the word this phenomenon. Number 2, paraphrase the topic. Number 3, copy the topic. Whatever is easy for you. At the end of the day, it should be a score. Hook or crook, get the score. Okay, so it is the causes of this phenomenon are present. Present is they are available and there are significant effects. Don't write there are effects. Always have an adjective. So it is there are significant effects and it is important. First, learn the basic word and change it to the other word. It is imperative. Imperative. That is important. It is mandatory, compulsory. So it is imperative on how we deal them soon. Or you say how we address them soon. Very nice. All the words are very selective and every word has its own significance. Because and only because I cannot explain each and every word, I am making it to the point. Fine. So what you have to do? Grab your friends, make them watch the video. We are going very bad with very low views. Ha ha ha. Okay, fine. Enough. Now, question number 5. The same format. Understand the topic first, go through the question, follow the format, write your essay. Done. So let's study the topic. Some people think that strict punishments for driving offenses are the key to reducing traffic accidents. Now, as I just said, the word key, the prime or the key causes, the key advantages, the key solution is. So, hope you are seeing the word key is very important, a very contextual word, a academic word. So, please do use it. Okay. A key to reducing traffic accidents. Others, however, believe that other measures would be more effective. Effective again. Effective is result oriented. Okay, in improving road safety. If you are listening to the video very properly, you automatically are learning lots of words. Okay, now the question says discuss both these views. What are the views? Strict punishments, and the other says there are other measures also. Okay, and give your opinion. Now, as I was describing in the first session, whenever it is describe your view, give your view, see that you are presenting it. Children, again listen very properly. There are different patterns of writing this particular question. And what I am showing is one of the most simplest one, so that you remember that yes, you have answered it. In what way? In the introduction, you have said your opinion. In the body paragraph, you spoke about opinion 1. In the body paragraph 2, you spoke about the opinion 2. In the body paragraph 3, that is your opinion. Okay, and then you come to a conclusion and say that this is what I believe because of so and so. Now, the main struggle happens is when you give your opinion already in a separate paragraph, and again, when you're writing a conclusion, you feel like what more to write? The answer is there is nothing more to write. It is only to rewrite yourself, to rephrase yourself, to re-explain yourself. That's all. So hope we address this particular question with lots and lots of joy. Okay, so here we go. Again, understanding the format. Introduction paragraph. What is it? The first line is speaking about either copying the question directly or paraphrasing the topic or directly copying the topic. Then answering the question. So here it is. Here, we discuss. Again, it is not we will discuss, we are discussing. No. So when there are no verbs required, why are we making mistakes in the verbs? That means you all love to invite problems. You call the problems. Say, come, I am free, so you come to me. No. Okay, come on. So it is we discuss both sides related to this phenomenon or related to punishments. Okay, either you paraphrase the topic. Okay, and also go with the word also with the word and also express a personal opinion on the phenomenon. Introduction paragraph is completed. Now, body paragraph, again from the left alignment. What I should not do? I should not write some people. I should not write many people. It should be always the word some. Okay. Don't write the word people because it is implied. So no redundancy. So directly, some believe. Focus on the spelling of believe. Many students go with the mistake with the spelling. They don't write E after the letter I. Okay. Some believe that. Now, what is the view 1? That is you write. What is the view 1? It is speaking about the strict punishments which will reduce the flow of traffic. So, you present that. This is because, and you explain it. They feel that, and you go with the further explanation, leads to, and you write the impact here. You show the result here. Right. And you give an example. Again, examples are never in the start of a paragraph. They are always in the mid or at the end. Now, body paragraph 2. That is viewpoint 2. Okay. On the other hand, what is this? Again a transition word, that is TW. On the other hand, others. Don't forget the S with the word others. Need not to write the others. Again, other people? No, it is only others. Argue. Only fix to the word argue. Don't write the word say. Don't write the word tell. Okay. Others argue that. What is the other point? Going back to the question. It says other measures would be more effective in improving road safety. So others argue that instead of strict punishments, there are other measures. That is what you write here. Simple and crisp. They support this view as. Now what is they talk about? Why they say this? That is the explanation. Continuation. They believe that, and you explain your thought further, is more beneficial. For example, and so and so. Right. Next one. Or opinion paragraph. This is your paragraph. So for me, the word for we will be using in our letter writing and even for writing task 1 for academic students. And similarly, the word for we will use in the speaking also. What is the funda? The concept is very simple. Learn few words and use it in all the exam patterns, in all the exam papers. Okay, so back to the question here. For me, comma, it is. It is what? The first view or the second view? As it. Now continue with your explanation. While the first view has some significant points, now if you feel that the second one is, then you can change the word from first to second. Please don't forget the article the here. While the first or the second view has some significant points, again points is noun, significant is adjective, some is again an adjective. Okay, some significant points, I feel that so and so is more practical and realistic. Two adjectives you are using. If you understand, that is good. If you don't understand, just copy paste from my words here. Okay, now the conclusion. The moment the conclusion comes, you should be happy. You should be head over heels with saying that yes, within 1 to 1.5 minutes I complete this. Okay, so the conclusion reads, in conclusion, comma, although the aforementioned phenomenon has two views, I believe that the first view, or I believe that the former view, or I believe that the latter view is the best approach because, and you write your simple explanation which you have already given in your opinion here, or you just leave it with a full stop here, is the best approach and full stop. Right. After all, your convenience is important rather than a requirement. There is no requirement, it is only the convenience. Okay, now question number 6. For more to understand, and yes, the pattern is again very simple. Okay, so question number 6. What is this question type? This is discuss both the views. So what I will do, everything is same. If you see the same pattern, what is missing? My view wala paragraph is missing. And in the conclusion also, you can pause the video and go through this. In the introduction paragraph, what we have done, paraphrase the topic. Here, we discuss both sides related to the topic, whatever it is, on this phenomenon. Or you write both sides related to this phenomenon. And your intro para is completed. Body paragraph 1 we have seen. Body paragraph 2 we have seen now. Now conclusion. What is the difference here? In conclusion, although the aforementioned phenomenon has two views, right? There are two. Don't give your opinion because it has not asked here. So remember that. Now close the line with saying there should be a balanced approach considered. And to tell you children, in the earlier section, we used the word among the many advantages. The word was among. Here the word is here. Similarly, we have the word here on the other hand. Similarly, we have the word here although. These itself make your essay very strong essay. You need not to look for anything else. The other most important factor is the last sentence here. There should be, or the sentence which says there are, or like there should be. I am looking for the word. Okay, fine. Let me stick to this part only. So it is there should be. The sentence beginning with there is again a very good sentence required in your essay. So throughout your essay, just check. There should be one which should be with the sentence there. Okay. Now going to the next. Question number 8. What are these questions? Agree or disagree? Question number 7 and question number 8. Almost similar with little add-ons and little subtractions. So let's see the topic here. Some people think that online education is as effective result oriented as traditional classroom learning. To what extent do you agree or disagree? So what is your range? First sentence again paraphrasing the topic or copying the topic exactly. Of course, don't write the word people again. Okay, now continuing. Here we discuss how some may support this view and others may oppose it. So some are agreeing, some are disagreeing. See the verb here may. We have just read the list of modal verbs can, could, may, might. Repeat again. Can, could, may, might. Okay, now the following sentence. I strongly agree, or I strongly disagree, or I partially agree with this view. The word is with. Don't change the preposition to. Agree to this opinion? No. It is agree with this opinion. Okay. Now body paragraph 1. What do you write? This is the format. One strong reason I agree is that, and the reason. If there is a disagreement, then you say one strong reason I disagree is that. Continuing. This is because you go on with explanation. This leads to, you show the impact. For example, so and so. Okay. Next, body paragraph 2. Reason 2 or acknowledge the opposite view. That is the disagreement. Then refute. Then refute. Refute is negation of something. Negation of something is disagreeing of something. Okay. So here it is. Another reason I agree is that, or another reason I disagree is that, and you give the reason. This supports the idea that you go on with explanation. Although some people believe, don't write the word people. Although some believe, and you give your explanation about the opposite view, I feel that, and you present your opinion. And the last it is, for example. Now coming to the conclusion, it is in conclusion. Now see here, what is the word we are using? While. While. What did we use in the earlier words? It was although, it was though, it was despite also. These words are sufficient. Okay. So while there are different views on this phenomenon or on the topic, whatever the topic is, you rewrite it. I believe that so and so, whatever your opinion is, to a great extent, to a small extent, or to a certain extent. This is due to, and you give your explanation for that, which you have already stated in the earlier paragraphs, again restating it. That's all. Okay. Now, agree or disagree? Question number 8. Agree or disagree? Some people believe that artificial intelligence, AI, will replace human jobs completely in the future. AI is going to take everything. Do you agree or disagree? Now see the simple and quick paragraph. First line, the fill in the blanks given here is to rewrite the topic or to copy the topic. Continuation sentence here, while opinions, there are two, no? So here, while opinions may vary, vary is change, may is the correct model verb. I firmly agree with this viewpoint. I firmly disagree with this viewpoint. Completed. Body paragraph 1. Yeah, if you want to extend your reason also, whatsoever you're writing in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, that you can continue here in short and you go with a clear explanation in the body paragraphs. Okay, now body paragraph 1, that is first reason. The key reason, focus on the word key. Yes, so it is one key reason I agree for the topic again is that with the reason 1, this is because explanation, this leads to the impact. This is very important sentence, children. Always, even if you are missing the explanation, don't miss the impact wala sentence. So this leads to, for example, so and so. Okay. Body paragraph 2 with reason 2. Another strong reason for my opinion is that, and you come up with reason 2. It clearly shows that you explain it. This helps to, that is the impact. And for example, okay, conclusion. Again the same words. In conclusion, I agree with the aforementioned phenomenon that it is so and so. This is due to the reasons such as the reason 1 and the reason 2 which you have taken in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Keep it very crisp. Either you paraphrase it or copy it. Okay, which strongly support my viewpoint. Complete. Okay, now the most important question number 8 and question number 9. What is the question here? Positive or negative development? Positive or negative development. That means if something happens in our society, in our lives, is it for our good or is it for our bad? Okay, now what is the topic here? Many people now work remotely. That means from far away places instead of going to an office. So there is no need of being physically present in an office. So the workstations are at any place. Okay. Do you think this is a positive or a negative development? Fine. Now introduction paragraph. The fill in the blanks you rewrite or you copy. Now the continuation. Here we discuss whether the trend of remote working rather than going to office is a positive or a negative development. If you feel positive, then you write is a positive development, or if you feel that it is negative, then you write is a negative development as, and you give the reason 1. If you are confident, you give the reason 2 also. If you don't want to, then after development you keep a full stop. Hope the lecture is going very clear. Hope I am not fast. Okay. Body paragraph 1. The major reason for remote working rather than working in an office. That should be the clear topic written. Don't write the topic half. I repeat, don't write the topic half. Okay. To be a positive development is that, and you give the reason. This is because you explain. As a result, you show the influence of it. You show the progress there. For example, and you give an example there. Similarly, body paragraph 2. Another important point is that in the earlier video you have seen, instead of the word important, we have learnt a word imperative. You can go with that even. Okay. Another imperative point is that the reason 2. This clearly supports the view that you give the explanation. For instance, you are putting the example here first and then you are showing the impact. This leads to fine. Now, moving on to the conclusion paragraph. In conclusion, the trend of not working in an office but working remotely. Now, what did I do? You have seen? I have just paraphrased the topic. Okay. Brings more benefits. Or if it is drawbacks, then use the word drawbacks. More drawbacks than harms or than advantages. Full stop. Therefore, comma, I consider it to be a positive development for society in the long run. What you have to do? Exactly copy the words because my words are your words. Okay. Now the last question. Here it is a double question essay. You have two questions like you can see here. Two questions. So never ever say or come with an excuse that you have not seen the question properly. But as the format is always like this. It is the topic there and then following the question 1 and following question 2. So don't come up with unnecessary excuses कि यार मैंने question नहीं देखा. क्यों नहीं देखा भाई साहब? Question तो था वहाँ पर, है ना? Right. So here we see. What is the question saying? Many people believe that keeping young criminals in prison is the only way to stop them from committing crimes again. This is already the question I have taken if you remember. Okay. Is this a good idea? Now, what is your opinion? So, this is the direct question. And then you have another question saying what are the advantages and disadvantages of keeping minor convicts. Convicts are the criminals behind bars. Okay. Now double essay question. What do you do? In the introduction, again in the fill in the blanks, you rewrite the topic. Now the sentence is, here comma, we discuss both these views in detail, both these questions in detail. We discuss whether keeping the young youth or keeping the youth in prison is the only way, or you continue saying is not the only way, and the disadvantages and disadvantages associated with this approach. Now don't unnecessarily become a doubting Thomas saying that यहाँ पर भी end था, यहाँ पर भी end था. Why is the double use of end? That end is alag and this end is alag. Okay? Yes. Say okay. Fine. Now, body paragraph 1. Answer the question 1. Very important. The same pattern. Among the main reasons, the most common one is the reason 1. This happens because explanation. Another significant reason is reason 2, as it leads to come up with the impact of it. Any fake example? Khel khatam. Body paragraph 1 is completed. Now, body paragraph 2. Are. Right. Body paragraph 2 speaks about the advantages. Again, the same format. Among the many advantages, the key benefit of keeping minor convicts behind bars is that, I have taken the topic also only to make you understand, is that advantage 1. This leads to show the impact. Another prominent advantage is advantage 2. As, now you are continuing the sentence. So, as it and go with the explanation or impact of it. For example, done. Okay. Body paragraph 3 where you are speaking about the disadvantages. Okay. So, by this how many paragraphs you are making? You are making a 5 para essay. Okay. So, now the disadvantages paragraph. Despite the aforementioned advantages, comma, this phenomenon also, the word also is very important, also has some drawbacks. The prime disadvantage is that now you continue with disadvantage 2. Sorry, 1. This is because, and you give an explanation. Similarly, you give the disadvantage 2 first and then say is another issue owing to. Is another issue. What is this pattern telling? This is the passive sentence structure. So very important sentence structure. Okay. Another issue dash owing to, give an explanation and put an example and the paragraph closes. Now when you come to conclusion, you have to hold your breath and write it in a proper way because you have to address two questions. Fine. So see the paragraph, see the conclusion para, how it is. In conclusion, comma, topic of the essay here, may or may not be, whatever your opinion is, be the only solution to the topic. Okay. While it brings some clear advantages, there are also notable disadvantages. Now at last you give us a solution. Here a balanced and thoughtful approach is needed to apply such a measure successfully, or you shuffle the words and you say is needed to implement such a measure effectively. Fine. Now we come to a direct question. What is this direct question? It is a simple statement and you have the word discuss, or you may have the word argue. Okay, agree or no, argue, that's all. So what you write, this type of questions very rarely occur. And the moment you see again, please don't worry because the context is always the same. You have to write 4-paragraph essay. You have to use the common standard words. So that's all. So here we are again very happily. See how short the introduction paragraph is for this particular essay. It is the blank which is speaking about the topic. Now the continuation says, here, comma, we discuss it in detail, or you say, we address it in detail. Good words. Body paragraph 1. Among the many reasons, the most common one is reason 1 for this opinion. This is because explanation. Another important point is the point 2 or the reason 2, as it leads to. Write the impact in the blank. Put an example, paragraph completed. Body paragraph 2. What you have to do? Continue with the thought 2. Don't say that it is the question 2, it is the point 2. Okay. Similarly, another possible point is your point 2 or your point 3, which helps to give the explanation. For instance, give an example, paragraph is completed. Now, conclusion paragraph. Fine. Very, very simple and done within a short time. In conclusion, comma, paraphrasing the topic here, addressing it properly is generally essential. And a balanced approach would lead to better outcomes. Done. I have done 1/4 of the task. The balance work is yours to fill in the blanks with the appropriate topic details. Fine. Hope the video sessions are extremely helpful. Anything? Please put a post. We are there to guide you. Happy learning for now.